into our community.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't appreciate this. But but looking at the wifey, he's a bit of all right, isn't he? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is he part, whose community is he in?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
mine or
I
yours?
don't know. The global community.
Yes.
There
but,
you go.
But he still has to be on a bus at some point.
Is he on the pink bus? I really don't know. Dean, do you know? You must be a fan.
He's proud. That's all we know. He's proud
He's
and he's
proud
glad to be here supporting us.
There you go. All the cliches under the sun. We don't know is the answer, but Joseph Whelan has just finished his set,
Yep.
and then we got Heather Peace coming on. Sit yourself down, young man. There's a man that's just literally walked into the studio, and I've got no idea who he is. So are you looking for the toilet?
Well, I was looking for the bar, actually.
Yes, that's the place to look. Joe Whelan, welcome to Pride Radio.
Thank you very much.
You've just been up on that stage. We were looking at your set. You've just got the crowd in your hands.
I hope so. I mean, try anyway, you know. I tried my best to please him. Obviously, I missed out last year, so it's kind of had to give him something good.
Listen, so how many prides have you done?
The Northern Pride, this is my first time because I missed it last year. But in terms of actual prides, I think I've done all of them, to be honest. Yeah, I've been all over the country doing them. Last year, I did 5 or 6, and the year before I did another 5 or 6 or something like that. You know, so but I've always been a big supporter of Pride, so I'm happy to do as many as I can.
Well, because, forgive me for saying this, but you're not a bad-looking lad. So there might be 1 or 2 guys out there thinking slightly for. So, yeah, you've got a good audience there.
Yeah, that's flattering anyway, to say the least.
He's not that ugly, is he, really, lads? Is he? You're not.
There's some shaking of the heads, but unsure.
Okay,
you know.
let him talk to the straight guy. Listen, you've had a cracking performance today. Is this something you're doing full-time now? Has the building's gone?
Yeah, the building went out the window 3 years ago now. This is my 3rd year self-employed doing music, and I've had a great time. I've done some really good things. I've done recently I did the War of the Worlds tour, which was huge, and had some really good friends on that. But I've had some great experiences, and it's given me the chance to. The X Factor's given me the chance to, make a bit of a life for myself out of music, rather than doing the 9 till 5, which is.
So even though the X Factor, I mean, twice you were on the X Factor, and it didn't work out for you, but immediately the following that you'd built up took to Twitter, and they weren't happy at all, were they?
No, I think a lot of people were disappointed, but I think it just shows the power of people, really, because even though I didn't get as far as I wanted to, the people wanted to see more. Well, some people wanted to see more of me, so they followed me, and I did tours and stuff afterwards, and everybody came along. So it just shows that if people like you, you can still have a career. You don't have to go to the finals.
So X Factor, as you say, you didn't go as far as you wanted to, but you end up on tour with War of the Worlds. You attribute that directly to your TV stuff that you did with the X Factor?
Well, that one in particular, no, because I thought it was kind of a weird situation. That my management, Trinity Management, they were actually friends with Jeff Wayne, who obviously wrote it, and he said, "I've got an interview for you." So I goes down to this big posh house and sits there for this interview and starts singing the song. It turns out he had no idea who I was, and he was just completely off the audition. And then he found out afterwards who I was, and he was like, "Oh man, I'm not sure about this now." Afterwards, but then he came round to the idea, and so it worked out. So. It helped as well, because obviously with the marketing for the show and that, but everything else though, a lot of the other things I've been doing, like I did my own O2 tour. I've had an album which is a #1 rock chart album, and a single as well, and that's all thanks to the X Factor. It's brought on my career on leaps and bounds.
So what are we going to expect from Joseph Whelan in the future? Any big plans?
Yeah, at the moment my next course of action is I've started a band, and it's called The Contrast, and we've just recorded our first single and done the music video for that, and we're putting together an EP, and once the EP is ready, towards the back end of this year, we're going to be releasing the EP, music video, single, and see what happens.
If people want to follow you on Facebook and Twitter, what's the address?
Yeah, Facebook is Joe Whelan Music, and my Twitter is Joseph R. Whelan.
There you go. Hey,
and look out for the band, who are
The Contrast.
Joe, thanks for talking to us today. I hope you enjoy Pride.
Indeed.
I've enjoyed it so far. I'm going to continue to enjoy it.
Indeed, exactly. You find the bar now. Joe Whelan, everybody. Give him a round of applause.